Welcome to the Chevrolet booth right here, 2012 SEMA. My name's Dennis Pitzenbarger, and this is my chance to bring to you three of the greatest builders that have taken fifth-gen Camaros to another level, including my guest right here. Tjin, how you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Thank you for the kind words. It's an honor to be up here, at SEMA in the Chevrolet booth next to Bob Curtin and yourself. So thank you very much for the introduction.
Well, you've been one of the most influential builders for so many years, 15 years in the industry. Did you ever think it would come to this point where you're now building cars for GM with so many great partners as well?
Never. Never, ever. It started with this guy and the family behind us. It's been a great 7 years now, 8 cars, and just came from nowhere, so it's been a great blessing, and we'd never expected. Just wanted to build a cool car, go to a car show, and now we're sitting on this stage in front of all these people. It's amazing.
Well, that's it. What it comes down to is, what does it feel like to win one of these awards? Because building cars and the feeling that you get from completing a project is one thing, but to be given an award like this, it's something special. It's a feather in your hat.
Yeah, it's an honor, and it's honestly for the partners. It shows the recognition for all the hard work that's gone into it, and we have so many amazing partners. Like you said, getting to SEMA is one point, and then getting the recognition from guys all the way up in the food chain at GM, seeing what you've done, seeing the risk you took. And when you get invited to this amazing breakfast like we were this morning, it's an honor. There were icon builders and there were guys we've looked up to, and hopefully eventually we become those guys that can lead the next generation. And that's the honor for us, to be able to share our vision and our talents, with the next generation. So it was great.
Well, you touch on something very important. One of the things that's important to Chevrolet, obviously with everything from the Camaro, obviously to the Sonic, is building the next generation of builders, enthusiasts. How do you attest to bringing that focal point into your build?
Just creativity, thought. We started as that generation. So for us, we just had to figure it out. And we had guys, like I said, like Chip Foose and Troy and Rick Bottom. Those guys were in today's meeting, and you're part of this group now. And we want, like I said, we want to lead those next guys, so we have to show them there's a lot of good parts now. We want the new generation to learn about those, put those into their cars, bring their creativity, and build great projects that are on the show floor here. The next 10 years, who knows what'll be here.
It'll be amazing 10 years from now, but I want to talk about the car. I went and touched and felt the automobile. Some great little small points, the side exhaust. You thought outside the box, not only on the hard parts, but also on the color. A fan of butternut yellow for so many years with Chevrolet. The color combination, the way you tied it into every little thing. They say the devil's in the details, and you've certainly hit it on the mark with your build.
We tried. We did a bunch of designs with Mr. Bob Curtin, the design team, and that's the one that was chosen. And it was good for us because we like to push the envelope. Like I said, we understand the whites and the blacks, but what do you do when there's 5,000 cars at SEMA, a whole lot of Camaros? What do you do to stand out without looking too gaudy? And some of the designers said we did push the envelope. We almost pushed them off the cliff, but we wanted to be to the point where it was tasteful, and it brought in some of the oranges and the blues. And as you saw, even with my sneakers, it was more of a lifestyle design element. How can we tie that into the car where it looks cool? And like I said, we have awesome partners. It's a 13, so it's brand new. So we've had experience with other Camaros before. So it's like, what can we do to top it with this one? So it was cool that we were able to push the envelope, and GM allows us that opportunity. Chevy allows us that opportunity to push the envelope as far as we can while building a cool project.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask Bob. Bob, what made this car special for you? What made it stand out?
One of the key things is the strength that Neil has with regard to tying the interior theme with the exterior theme. There's a lot of cues inside that interior that really wrap back to the exterior, and it all comes together as a nice cohesive build. Well,
I commend you for one thing, you drive the car, and that's very important. I'm not, as they say, I call them doily cars. They sit up on a pedestal and never get driven. Yeah. I believe you're even driving this one home.
You drive it, tomorrow night we'll take it out, we'll take it on the strip, and we're going to drive home with the kids on Saturday, so yes sir.
Well, congratulations on your work. Congratulations with your partnership with Chevrolet and everything that they do, Bob. I mean, great choice, and we thank you so much.
Great work.
This is Dennis from the Chevrolet booth. Thank you so much for stopping by.